In the heart of a golden forest, where sunlight danced between the leaves and warm breezes whispered secrets through the trees, lived a lion named Leo. He was known far and wide for his mighty roar, a sound so powerful it made the trees tremble and birds scatter from the sky. Strong and proud, Leo believed he needed no one. One afternoon, his roar echoed louder than ever, filled with frustration and loneliness. Animals hurried to hide, trembling in fear. All except one. A tiny mouse named Miri stood her ground. With soft brown fur and bright eyes full of kindness, she didn't flinch. Instead, she looked up at the great lion and asked gently, "You sound upset. Can I help?" Her voice was small, but her courage was enormous. Leo blinked, confused. No one had ever dared speak to him like that, let alone offer help. In that quiet moment, something shifted. Leo's roaring heart paused, not from fear, but from surprise. Could such a tiny creature truly care? It was the beginning of an unexpected friendship, one where strength would soon be measured not in size or sound, but in the quiet power of kindness. Leo chuckled at Miri's offer, his mane shaking with amusement. "You? Help me," he scoffed. But before he could say another word, the ground began to tremble, not from Leo's roar, but from something else. A low, rumbling groan rolled through the trees as a massive bear stumbled into the clearing. He was even larger than Leo, with shaggy fur and drooping eyes full of exhaustion. "I can't find my cave," the bear mumbled, swaying where he stood. "I just want to sleep, but I'm so tired, I might fall right here." Leo took a cautious step back. For the first time in a long while, he didn't know what to do. The bear looked too heavy to carry, too lost to guide. The proud lion's strength seemed useless. Then Miri stepped forward, her voice soft but clear. "We can help you," she said. "But you have to trust us." Leo blinked in disbelief. "Us?" "Yes," Miri replied, already climbing up the bear's massive paw. "Sometimes, the best help comes in small packages." In that unexpected moment, the forest quieted. What had begun as an ordinary day was turning into something neither of them could have imagined. Leo stood frozen as Miri climbed the bear's thick fur with calm determination. Perched near his ear, she whispered, "Follow my voice. You're not alone." The bear blinked slowly, then took a hesitant step forward, guided only by the tiny mouse's gentle words. Step by step, they moved through the forest. Miri's voice was soft but steady, like a lullaby floating on the wind. She called out clear paths, warned of roots and low branches, and encouraged the bear to keep going, even when his legs wobbled with sleep. Leo trailed behind, silent and awestruck. He, the king of the forest, had roared louder and leapt farther than any creature, but never had he led with such heart. Watching Miri's compassion melt the bear's weariness, he realized that bravery came in many forms. Finally, they reached a quiet grove, where ivy curled around the entrance of a hidden cave. The bear gave a grateful sigh, his heavy eyes full of peace. "Thank you," he whispered, before curling up inside and drifting into a deep, dream-filled sleep. The forest fell still, the stars above beginning to shine. And for the first time, Leo understood that strength could whisper instead of roar. Back in the quiet clearing, the moonlight spilled like silver dust through the trees. Leo turned to Miri, his voice softer than it had ever been. "Today," he said, kneeling beside her, "you taught me something I never understood. Strength isn't in the loudest roar or the biggest paw, it's in kindness, even when no one sees it coming." Miri smiled shyly, her tiny whiskers twitching. She hadn't done it for praise. She had simply seen someone in need and helped. From that moment on, the lion and the mouse became the most unlikely pair of protectors. Together, they roamed the forest not to rule, but to care. They guided lost travelers, comforted the lonely, and reminded every creature, big or small, that they mattered. And somewhere deep in his cave, the sleepy bear snored peacefully, wrapped in dreams of warmth and safety. Above the trees, the stars twinkled brighter, as if the whole sky had witnessed something beautiful. In a forest once ruled by fear, kindness had become the most powerful force of all.